Internet. NextFest has begun. Demos have been downloaded and I do not have a lot of time. I have literally half an hour before guests arrive. So we are going to launch straight into... Ooh. Ooh. Nice accessibility. Appreciate that. We're going to launch straight into Ultros, which looks just bizarre from what little I've seen of it. The moon is an eye, and it stares upon you. I haven't played with any sound settings, so I'm hoping that this is going to be loud enough. I've been following Ultros for a while. I'm really intrigued as to what it's actually going to be like to play, because it's got a look about it, as you can tell. Oh, we've got a flip. Oh, jump. Have they actually incorporated go left at the start for progress? Map is on the left hand side of the touchpad, as it should be. Okay, we've got our ledge grab. We don't have any weapons. Animations seem to have a lot of momentum. Ah! What is it? What is it with Metroidvania games throwing you down into something? I mean, Hollow Knight did that, so nobody else can do that, because that's how Hollow Knight works, right? Join our cult. I'm going to try not to be super duper pissy about Hollow Knight fanatics, but they have pissed me off over the last couple of days. Ah, nice. It does that little thing where the UI fades out if it's going to get in the way of things. Huh. This block is suspicious. I don't trust that you are a helpful creature. So I'm going to avoid you. The map is a detailed map with a reasonable chunk of stylization, and you can't zoom in too far. This is something I've noticed games have been doing recently, that they've been allowing you to zoom in really, really far. I thought that might be a sword. Slice. Unrest, Tanto, a short sword of relatively low echelon. Pucked, yes. That's very me, isn't it? I can pronounce the word echelon correctly, but plucked is too hard. Plucked from a fallen corpse, the Tanto knells a rhythmic hum. Be patient, but never deal with hesitation. Nice sound effects. 2-hit combo. Oh, the lights. For the sake of Marduk's eyes, damn, that hurts. Huh? You there, can you hear me? Great, an audience of one. Behold the umpteenth failed attempt to make a grand escape from this sarcophagus. I know what needs to be done, but the messed up continuum around here... Never mind. Listen, I need your help. Just give me a moment to get my head straight. Meet me up ahead and I'll show you, okay? I'll explain everything. Oh yes, that's his corpse that we've just stolen this... Well, borrowed. Acquired. The sword from. Take that, wall. Yes, the art style is very unique. Oh, jellyfish. Can't use jellyfish. Hollow Knight uses... No. Ahem. Jeez, the colours. Ow. Oh. Did I see an interact prompt somewhere? Up. Yeah, so our air attack, I'm not sure how I feel about this yet, but our air attack is this weird spin thing. Prime. Poopalupalims? Like an elastic paste of flour and ginger. Eat? Okay. That's bizarre. Ah, you. Retaliate. Some enemy attacks can be countered. Use slide to slide through them, then press triangle to retaliate. So when they do a... Battered pom-pom larvae. The cerebral part of a pom-pom. Due to the violent laceration of the external membrane, it is rendered limp and lifeless. This body part has lost some of its potency due to the sloppy execution of the beast. I can see why they offered a more readable font choice. Can we? I also see now why the desaturate background is a thing. That hasn't blurred the backgrounds much. Right, it seems to mostly be blurring the background in the corners. And likewise, this doesn't desaturate everything. It keeps it reasonably rich around us. But it desaturates the edges. I assume so that you can avoid just losing yourself in sensory overload. What did the player halo do? Not sure what the player halo does. Save points. Okay. Cortex. I like the way that moves so that you can access things. Cortex memories can be unlocked in the cortex. Each memory needs a specific amount of nutrition to be unlocked. Get nutrition by eating, just like real life. Track gardens. Third hit to the combo. Okay, that could probably do with a little bit more explanation. Heavy attack. Fail. Perfect variety. Despite being severed from the spinal cord, the firm hindbrain is still writhing. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this aerial attack. It's a bit odd. New items. Tutorial. Map. Map has the kind of controls that you would expect. No custom map markers. And it looks like we can zoom in and out to provide more consistent information. No idea how that's working. Greatly replenishes health and adds a lot of nutrition. Ogumumin, a seed faintly glowing with green linen. If attended to, its amorphous potential will tassel out into a climbing plant of Yugen-based properties. I am Ogumumin. Okay. One of the things that I made very, very sure not to do, I do from, excuse me. I do this for a lot of games, realistically. But very specifically for this one, I have avoided looking at everything that could give me a hint as to just what the hell is going on and what this is about. Because I think probably part of the charm, such as it is of this, is going to be its bizarreness. Okay. So we're going to get various upgrades from eating food. And that thing is now marked on the map. So I assume that is a garden. Charge attack takes a while. There's something very, very visually... Temple of Motherhood? Very visually bizarre about this. Yeah, there's a good chunk of kind of responsive feel. But I do worry that the backgrounds are going to be a little bit too busy. I don't even know which is our health bar. And I wonder if I'm going to lose track of things. I could have sworn that I planted something in that there fertile spot. Gardener, gardener. Oh, a day greets you, my friend. Imagine this. I was just about to bury a delicate seed in this rich soil. But then I asked myself, gardener, you drifting cloud, didn't you sow here already? Oh, I day greet you, my friend. That's the same dialogue. Can we plant that seed that we found? Guess not. Luckily, I have many seeds. Yeah. It's never too late to start anew. Kakumin. Due to an unusually spicy mixture of nutrients, the Kakumin is partially psionic. Transmogrified by the sarcophagus's energy streams, its appearances echoes the Ultros entity to such an extent that many of the Shama cells stopped eating it out of self-deluded respect. A peppery gaze will see what's hidden. Oh. Oh, we can slide underneath it. It's never too late to start anew. Temple of Motherhood. Yes, I feel at the moment like I'm just hitting stuff because it's difficult to recognize what stuff is actually The retaliation thing is on the same button as picking things up. I feel like that's going to cause problems. Maybe it's just me. Enemies can be juggled. When the juggle indicator appears, hit the enemy again to go into aim mode. Aim with the stick and press square to smash the enemy in a given direction. Okay, that's a little bit Guacamole-esque. And I'm fine with that because I love that mechanic. Diptera cerebrum, a milky and nutty flavour once you bite through. I notice everything is very kind of food-centric. Yes, there's a lot of stuff exploding. Hey, look, sorry for the confusion. I just had to find my bearings. Things get blurry in here and I've been stuck since forever and a day. And wallets, with eyes that spy in all directions. Ah. Forget it, just a Euro thing. Anyway. Further ahead, there's a bastard of a shaman hooked to a pod. Here, have a look. Okay. This shaman bastard sustains the illusion and messes with the continuum, keeping anyone from getting out. You must go there and bash that pod real good. Getting out of here is only possible if the illusion shatters. I beg you, before you lose your mind like the others. Okay. So that's our mission. Now, is this a wibbly thing is blocking our progress there? Watch out for those wibbly things. Ah. So we can get another one of them, and we can put them in those little seed kind of places. Are they marked on the map? They are. I feel like it may have been a mistake starting playing this right now. possible, and this is going to sound awful, it's possible that this is what I'm going to have to come back to. Because it's quite a lot. Is anybody else thinking that? That this is quite a lot. Germinates into an algae carpet that will thrive on the surfaces. Right, this is a one-way wall, which we have to go up to. Yeah, so we have to chase the food down. The actual platforming, very tight. Oops. Very workable. It is very busy though. So it's a very busy looking anemone. Oh, how's a memory? Deliverance. The path to deliverance goes through trials and tribulations. Trials make us strong, and I know I have to be stronger. I am the one to carry out the promise. I am Qualia? I kind of almost feel that voice acting, as much as I like voice acting because it means you don't have to listen to me, I somehow feel that voice acting might not give the... Ow, that's pain. What? Are these actual things that I'm picking up? Or what? I don't know. Galva yarn. Within its thread-like mesocarp lies a bittersweet trace of benzoic acid. The first bite tastes like Elysium, the second like yet another cycle of temporal procreation. So, what? I don't know what's happening there. Right, I think the yellow curved bar in the top left is our guard break. Yes, I am a teensy bit worried that what we have here is an overabundance of style and just stuff being thrown at us. And whilst, you know, I can deal with that and like it to a certain degree, it's like I'm hitting things, but I don't know for what reason. You know, there are things exploding all over the place. But I don't know if I'm collecting things, and the UI actually in the corner is not providing me with particularly clear information, but artistically and aesthetically, this is something else. This is something to behold. I'm not a big fan of juggles in games, so... So I have to fill up Yeah, you got to fill up the bars with the right kind of nutrition. Yeah. Right, this needs lots of blue. We don't have enough for that just yet. Right, I'm going to save this because I have guests coming over. I shall continue with some more of this. Obviously, you're just going to have a kind of wibbly effect now, and then we'll come back again. But I'm assuming, let's just double check that we can actually get out to the menu and load back in, or are we going to have to do this all again? No, that has saved. Wonderful. Right, back in a moment. Every now and again, I do something just for the laughs. And therefore, one of the things that I thought I'd do for the NextFest, February 2024, is wait to come back to Ultros until after I'd played everything else. Not because I didn't think it was any good or anything, but actually just because I thought it was so weird and so out there when I first played this on Monday evening that it'd be really interesting to see what it would be like to pick it back up, having not touched it, on Friday morning, which is what it is now. I just need to check. It is Friday today. It is. It's the 9th of February today. So in between the first bit and this bit, I have recorded 18-ish, 19, something like that. Different video games demos. So let's get back into Ultros and let's see if I can work out just what the hell is going on or was going on. I haven't been back and watched my previous footage, but we did check that it saved things and the save system was working fine. I mean, the game was due out in like a week and a bit. So you'd hope that the demo would be, you know, kind of ready to go. So we've got a basic attack. We've got that weird spin attack in the air. We've got a lot of kind of controller rumble. We've got our map. And we're heading up there to whatever that spooky icon is. Now, I didn't really properly look at the map. Or if I did, I can't remember. So it's got the little weighing scale things on that we had to use. So that's a nice touch. A lot of greenery. And doesn't it also mark on? We've got our save points marked on. Didn't it also mark on those places that we planted? Yeah, there. Now, I don't know whether they were there before or whether they were added in after. I can't remember. Right, that was R what? Art? No, that was L2. This is our selection wheel for what food that we're using, I guess. So that's our heal. One assumes. Oh. Game hunting. Use varied attacks to defeat your prey and get the best spoils. Pummeling an enemy with the same attacks will ruin the spoils. Ah. Oh yes, and we got... Yeah, we got that dash through thing, hadn't we? How do I... do I get past? Do I have a charge attack? I do. That was it. Okay. Battered pom-pom knots. Yeah, so that's going to change depending on... The kind of prefix is going to change. I'm not doing very well here, but again, this was kind of part of the bloody pulp. So is bloody pulp kind of the lowest tier? Because I don't know whether I'm ever going to be good at the combat in this. Right, this is one of the... Is this one of the places that we can stick a plant? It is, isn't it? But we don't have anything to grow in it. So it is not marked on the map. Oh yes, we've got a down smash. Right, can I? Did we have... No, we didn't have custom markers. Ooh. I also don't know if... Oh, that's just linking us back around. I also don't know if the demo's had any updates since I last played. Ogur Mumin. Is that a thing that we can plant? It is. So just to double check, definitely no marker on the map. And now there is. So those are... Those are dynamically created. It's interesting that they take up physical space. I suppose it makes sense that they take up physical space, but... So we can't get over there because we don't have an air dash or anything like that. We don't have an air dash, do we? Yeah. Juggling, game hunting, guard break. Right. So in that case, we want to go up to the top right. Oh. I think. I meditate on their words, searching my heart. It brings me closer to the barrier, to the binding. They told me I was the key, the one who unlocks. I am Qualia. I am one of them. Okay. Ah. Ah. Can't get through there. Huh. I don't think we can get up there. So we can't get through there. We can't reach that. So I guess... No, I'm apparently wrong because we can't get back out here. And this is something that I was kind of hoping to run into. The fact that you've got to be... You've got to be careful when it comes to your level design, because players are going to take breaks at really odd times. So making sure that they can come back to what they were doing and have a vague clue or notion about what they need to do next is quite important. And yes, we've got our objective marker. We know we need to get up there. How are we doing this? You're not getting up there. Ooh, maybe I can make that. Right. Options. I actually just want the controls. Okay, we don't seem to have control options. Oh, that's not actually a stable platform anyway. We just went straight through it. It looks like a stable platform, but it isn't one. Okay, so... Huh. Interesting. If I hold triangle, we walk. Oh, we can jump on that. Okay. Perfect variety. Okay, that was not clear. Scuttler scalp. Chewy on the outside, soft on the inside. Armadillos. No. That's not right. Oh. One of the slightly odd, I'm not going to say it's an issue, but what an observation is that because so many things are hittable, it's difficult to tell what's actually important. And because everything is so unified in terms of its art style and aesthetic, we actually don't have any way of picking out and, figuring out what is important. And I think that is likely to mess people up. I really don't think I like the way that we bounce off stuff. Oops. Battered skeleton tentacle. The body part has lost some of its potency due to sloppy execution of the beast. Right, another Ogumumin, which we can plant here. It's only those that we can plant, I think. And we get a Kakumin, which is a good food for... Oh, there we go. I thought that wasn't working for a second. I think I just shot that thing off the other side of the screen. I did. Which tells me that these are created as larger rooms. Oops. Dum dum. Ooh. Ah! We are back. We back to the beginning? We are, aren't we? We've done a loop. Yes. Yes. There's a lot of style going on here. A lot of style. Substance has yet to be seen. But why do some of those... right, how do I eat that? Like that. Okay, we are getting close to our goal. But wait, what's this? Can't get up there. Yeah, the question I was in the middle of asking is there any way of telling which walls require a charged attack and which walls don't? Take that, books. Okay, so we've got 2 places that we can stick some seeds eventually. Yes, I thought there'd be a save point around here somewhere. Save complete. Right. Let's get one of you. In fact, we have 2 of you, and we have 2 seed places. So, if we do that and that, The symbol next to the food in the corner is what it's going to give us. So if we eat it... Yeah, so it gives us a little heart if it's going to be health. Oh, okay. Yes, everything explodes. Everything is very bright and colourful and interesting to look at. And this has got to be an ability, right? Dash. Or something weirder. Double jump. The Sniba Caligarum is a tool used by the Berian Shamasal in their cleansing ritual. It has popularly become known as an extractor. Although not intended, its more nimble users can use it to double jump. Hello, who is in there? You there, Sojourner. How did you get here? Impossible. From the imprint of news through the shadows that Niba Caligarum binds. To those chosen. But they trusted me with the calling. I am Qualia, called of the Shamasal, Chalice of Beria. I am the Chalice. I need to go. Okay. Not entirely sure how this thing is being used for double jumping. How could it bind to her? Is she here to replace me? Pull yourself together, Qualia. Breathe, breathe. Oh, are we a she? Right, this purple stuff is blocking. Oh, why are you following me? Stay away. Yeah, we are a she. Hadn't realised. Probably because there's so much going on. Oh. Oh, hello. Something beast? Oh, enrage beast. Oh, it's fighter started. Okay, that's... Okay, it's just guarding, so... Oh, we can jump on its back, okay. Okay, it's very, very difficult to... Where am I? Oh, I'm over here, apparently. Oh, there's so much going on here. It's really hard to tell where you are. That's going to be an issue. It's all well and good making everything wonderfully bright and colourful and really kind of psychedelic and funky looking, but if your player can't actually tell where you are, especially because of how you get knocked back by everything... It looks like we're smashing these things on its back. But in all honesty, I cannot for the life of me tell what's going on. There's so many particles and shit flying all over the place. If that is a taste of things to come, I can see why they have got the accessibility options, because it's just too busy. Let's try that. Desaturate the background slightly. There's another exit to this room. Oh, we're not getting up there with that wall jump or something like that. Yes, I'm sensing that the ooh, a three-dimensional door. I'm sensing I may feel some aggravation. Right. I am confused by this mechanic, because these things have been so close to the places that you can plant them that it's almost a nonsensical kind of busy work style mechanic. Just a little bit of fluid physics. Well, it's not physics. Well, it probably is physics. It's a shader of some sort. Okay. Hi. Oh, I have 3, do I? Oh. Oh, that was probably a good plan then. That's line art and watercolour, isn't it? Another ability? Returner modification. Extractors come equipped to hold difficult emotions for safe disposal. They can also run multiple utility programs. This one, however, appears encrypted. Okay. The incubator. You myopic fool! The cathectic transference has been disrupted, meaning that the birthing has begun. No time to waste. Okay. But I have no idea what's going on. So that's allowed us to get through some of these wonky barriers. Okay. Save spots. Should probably check to see actually if we'd acquired any kind of advancements to our skill tree, or do we need to kind of unlock? Okay, so we need to get our nutrition over a certain level, and then that takes it back down. So essentially, we're just raising 4 gauges. Okay, so we've got all of the basic abilities. I assume there will be something else that will enable us to unlock more. Is there a way of seeing? Oh, we can just view this anywhere we want. Oh. Awaiting connection. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, wee! Oh, good. This looks promising, doesn't it? You dare enter the humidicrib? The insolence! Stand back, Sojourner. Finally, the metamorphosis has commenced. My part in the ushering my destiny forthwith. Yeah, this is clearly a good thing. Wibbles. The cycle begins anew. Let I quiet mycelium lament the unrest and return to what once was. It's not a U, it's an M, it's an O. It's a spiral. Not a loop. End of demo. I assume. Right. I mean, first of all, I was correct. Coming back to the game after a 2 or 3 days break is a little bit difficult with this because of how esoteric everything is. It is bright, it is colourful, it is wonderfully animated. And I'm pretty certain that they are going with the language that they have chosen to give it a sense of mystery and intrigue and weirdness and, oh my god, this is different. Look at how different we are from other games. As well as probably tying into something that hasn't been revealed yet. Or maybe it has been revealed yet. You know, maybe it's been in a trailer or it's on the store page or anything like that. But I don't look at those things. So, realistically, what we've got here is a game that has an awful lot of style, but is kind of light on sense right now. I'm not saying it's completely nonsensical, but there's definitely that kind of overwritten sense of, here are all the proper nouns. You are the proper noun to the proper noun, and this proper noun is going to proper noun. Hark, the proper noun has begun! Exclamation mark. You know, all of these things that fantasy writers fall into the trap of, right? That I myself fell into the trap of and was warned off when I did my master's degree in creative writing. It is... Does it add to a sense of mystery? Yes. Does it also make your world building incredibly dense and difficult to get into? Yes. And the more proper noun things that you hit us with, you know, within the first hour of the game, which is essentially what I was playing total, the more likely you are to lose the people that are trying to follow along with whatever story you are trying to tell. I'm not even entirely sure what story you are trying to tell. Now, is that because I've played this in two halves? Possibly. But you've got to assume that other people are going to do that. You know, not everybody gets to sit down and play an hour or 2 hours or, 8 hours or whatever I sometimes do with Metroidvanias. You want your story to be recapable. Maybe you need a recap screen somewhere to remind people, what had happened. Obviously, it's too late for any of that now because I think, isn't the game due out on like the 26th or something? Let's check the store page. No, it's due out on the 13th of February, which is, it's Tuesday next week. So it's 4 days away. The game is done. The game is ready. The game's good to go. Essentially, there might be a day one patch with some last minute tweaks and stuff, but there's no time to change this now. This is what we are going to get, and I just don't know what is happening because of, and it's taken me 20 years, I suppose, to get this. 15 years. I can see why the critique that the other people on my MA course were talking about in terms of, the layman's terms, layman trying to understand the density of a brand new fantasy world. I can see why they were so off-put by what I was writing back then at the time. Didn't stop me. It hasn't stopped me. Nothing I've put out since has done away completely with the proper nouns. But I've trimmed it down. I've streamlined my writing so that it is more understandable. And this has not. I don't think. Maybe I'm being... I'm not trying to be harsh. Maybe I'm being too... I'm not overreacting. I noticed that there was a previous cycles button there as well. Oh. What's that symbol? Okay, that's a thing that we can mess with. Right. I've got to say, I just want to mess around with the options some more. So, does this change in real time? I can't really tell. Does it do a lot? I mean, realistically, I know it blurs the edges. And you can tell that if you look in kind of the bottom left-hand corner, you can see how blurred that is. I'm just... This is going to sound awful, but I'm trying to make the game screen easier to read. Because it is so busy. Yeah. What even does this player halo option? Ah! Okay. Player halo is the extremity of how far these accessibility effects go. So if we do that, I can now pick out our main character and the foreground elements much more, because the background has been blurred away and desaturated a bit. Now, arguably, that's a little bit too much, desaturation-wise. Because I don't want to completely destroy the aesthetic of how cool and colourful and interesting everything is. But I also want to be able to tell what the frick's going on. So that's 20%. See, that's already much easier to read. And if you... Yeah, see, that makes it quite busy. So if I do that at 75... and that at 25. There we go. I can very clearly now see what are background objects. You know, what is in the background, or more importantly, what is in the foreground. And it isn't so horrendously bright and colourful that the UI gets lost and that our character in the foreground gets lost. Do I destroy? Or do I... Oh, I don't think we can actually... go back, can we? I think we're kind of locked into this state. Does it, quote-unquote, ruin the overall aesthetic that they're going for? A bit. It does, yeah, and a bit. It very much kind of messes with the overall kind of this was the thing that they were after. But we can plant different things. Interesting. We can only use the plant places once. But we can't get out of here anyway, so it looks like we are locked into this kind of end of demo state for now. Let's just check something. I want to check. Previous cycles is backups, I'm assuming. Bold assumption, but that is my assumption. So, yeah. I mean, to me, this looks much more readable. At the cost of some of what they were going for. But only some of. I mean, you still get the kind of general effect of what is going on. It's workable. You know, it's definitely not the kind of purists look at these things, but yeah. Yeah. So, the Ultros demo. A lot of style. Possibly too much, which is why I've had to use the accessibility options to finagle some things. But that's what they are there for. You know, you can't have a go if you've deliberately put them into the game. Not that I think anyone's going to have a go at me for not doing this the proper looking way. Yeah, I wear glasses. Yeah, if any of you who've watched any of my videos where I've actually got the camera on know that, you know, my eyesight's... It's not bad, but I do wear glasses, and I wear glasses for a reason, and straining my eyes trying to pick out things against a really kind of vivid background, I think, is likely to hurt my eyes in the long run. I think. Huh? Oh, is this available now as in this should open up the store page? Oh. Yes, it has. It's just taken a while to do it. And now it's opening up multiple times. No. Come back, game. Come back, game window. There we go. Let's just... Probably shouldn't have deleted that. Probably should have backed that up. Skip. I just want to see what this looks like. If I can really, really clearly tell what is background. Huh. I don't think I saw that before. Yeah, I think that is too blurry. The amount of desaturation is fine, but we're losing a little bit too much detail, I think. I'm going to fall for that every time, aren't I? Pretty certain I am. Although, actually, I think, didn't I jump over it previously and it still threw us down, so... Yeah. My thoughts on Ultros are it's a very busy looking game with a lot of kind of fantasy style writing, which doesn't necessarily work as well as I think they intended it to. You know, I know that they're thinking, oh, the more of these things we put in, the more mysterious a world we will have. and so on and so forth. But actually, we're not quite doing the mystery just yet. But yeah, the fact that they had to put in so many visual accessibility features, font-wise and graphics-wise, it's like, clearly they knew that people were going to have problems. But otherwise, you know, I'm liking what they're doing. It's a lot. It is a lot, but in terms of, you know, it's not doing anything that we haven't seen before, frankly. It's just doing it in a very, very kind of colourful way. Yeah. Ultros. Have you tried it? What did you think of it? This has been a longer video than I expected, but I've had things to say and things to try and figure out, and the game is definitely more readable using these accessibility options. I can definitely kind of more clearly see what is going on thanks to the separation of foreground and background elements. Did you try the demo for yourself, and did you have to do the same thing that I've done? And if you did fiddle with the accessibility options, where was your kind of sweet spot in terms of these settings? Blur background, desaturate background, player halo. Did you put the simplified font on? Let me know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued as to how other people coped visually, I think, with this game. I don't think there's a huge amount to say about the actual gameplay mechanics. You know, we've got attacks, we've got jump, we've got double jump, we've got a kind of rolly slide thing, and we've got an upgrade tree. And realistically, there's not really a lot more been presented to us in terms of the actual kind of gameplay Metroidvania / platformer mechanics. Nothing really new there. It's how they've been presented with this visual style that is, you know, different. Let me know down below. I'm really interested to hear people's thoughts on this one. I know I've been saying a lot at the end of these NextFest videos, you know, I'd like to know what your thoughts are. And yes, I do. But especially for this one, I'd be really, really interested. Especially because it's out in 3-4 days. Thank you for watching, folks. Catch you all in the next one. There will probably be either a playthrough or a map or both of this, because it's my half term. So I will be, I mean, I'm already in the middle of another map, but by the time this comes out, that should be finished. Ultros. Have a great day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.